As basketball players, we're always told to watch film, but nobody tells us how to watch film. Now, the truth is there's a lot of different ways to watch film. You can watch your favorite players, you can analyze your own performance, you can watch the best teams in the world, how they do actions, a lot of different things. And so when there's a lot of options, a lot of times people feel paralyzed and they never really watch film. So to help with this paralyzing feeling, I'm gonna give you exactly how I watch my own film after a poor performance, and then how I apply and analyze this film directly to my workouts and training of the next week. Now in my 6th year playing pro basketball, I have a tried and true system that helps me bounce back from bad games. In terms of game film, I will rewatch the plays in the game I struggled in and identify a few things to work on that could help me feel more comfortable the next time I find myself in that situation. There are a whole lot of different ways to use game film, but this watch and replicate formula I use seems to be the best to help me feel more confident and comfortable during the season.
Ali tem que atacar o cesto, tem que afundar ali com as duas mãos.
So here on this play, Ty does a good job hitting the short roll. Nico does a good job making an extra pass. And now Beto has advantage decision making. He has a pass to the top to Diogo or a pass to me open in the corner. He does this kind of shot fake into pass. It kind of throws off my rhythm and I almost start cutting. It makes for a weird angle of the pass. It's going really like kind of sharp angle. So when I catch it, I'm not really ready and I miss this. This is something that can easily be worked on. We call it like bad pass shooting, but it's not like a bad pass, just awkward shooting. Because you're gonna get a lot of these random variable passes, and if you're not used to those, then it can kind of come to a surprise in the game, and then your shot mechanics can kind of break down. And that's kind of what happened here. I was kind of like discombobulated and just missed this one. But again, I'm still open here, so this has to go in. So let's work on some awkward catches for corner threes.
Now it's just corner threes off a swing. Put emphasis on bad passes and awkward timings. Maybe I think I'm gonna cut and I don't cut. It's happened exactly in the Porto game.
Pops did Madonna shows, music in my blood, it was destined for me. Way before I even seen a CD, cross the wrong line, you gon' need a treaty. Peace is a lie, there is only passion.
Some of the shot attempts is now Drechsel would have in his face.
Here I'm spacing the corner. I get this quick catch and shoot. This shot is open, right? His hand is more or less down. This shot is wide open. Like I'm completely open. He's there, but that's open. It's rushed. I'm uncomfortable in this situation. This, when I'm in rhythm, is a bucket every time, but when I'm not in rhythm, it looks rushed and it wasn't even close. So that's something I just have to get comfortable in and get in rep, because when I'm comfortable, when I'm confident, I promise you this is a three, and this is a sneaky three to get a lot in these situations. The kind of subtle lift, it's a three, it's there, that's open, but again, I miss it, so.
Let's do normal pass, but I'm gonna meet the ball and just shoot. Just because I know in this action, especially in the second side, a lot of times the defender is closing out, but he's not expecting you to just be like,
yeah, a little curve.
Yeah.
And through passion I get stronger, long days working on getting better, but they only get longer. Getting there is half the battle, staying there is much harder. I've been flying out to Ireland.
Sem conseguir marcar dos 3 pontos, tem 0 em 8.
All right, first play, I'm in the corner, I get a stagger screen, little double. My man goes under because he expects me to post up on this other side block. There's a whole lot of space here. I like everything about this. Good feet, good catch, good aggressive shot. But this has to go in. As a pro basketball player, you need to make open shots. And this is one that, you know, I just got to rep so that this one goes in the next time.
First action we'll run through this little stagger. In the game, my man cheated the play and I had a 3 up at the top. So we're just gonna rep that out, 3 reps, 3 makes.
Yeah, legend status, ask about the name. I've been putting in work, collecting the fame. Up in the stat while they watching the 10 in the game. Either you in it or just a critic, man, we ain't the same. I'm focused on making this history. Until my top 5 list is listing me. I never got an L on pass, this ain't no breeze.
Under 5.5. And the contact hit gets rejected.
Now, as a playmaking guard, I get a lot of these isolation situations. See, I have the big on me in this kind of right slot, right wing area. I have a lot of space to attack because you see the top guy is spread out. So I need to have options here and kind of go-to moves when I get these kind of middle, late shot clock situations where it's time for me to go make a play. Right here, I'm really indecisive and don't ever fully commit to a move, and he just blocks me. So these are moments when I need to really get into their body and be decisive and be assertive. Right here, that's why I get blocked. Here's an identical situation where I have the big in the right slot again as well. I do a good job getting downhill into a slow step, but I have to make this finish through contact. This is another good example of that slot action that I need to drill. So let's work on it.
I cannot feel you niggas, I only feel one that's above me. Hey, come for me quick and I promise my niggas will make it get ugly. Hey, this shit is a dub. Hey, this shit is a dub. Hey, why am I all in my feelings when I got these people that love me?
Drechsel fakes the screen, goes in, misses the layup.
Here's an example of a better attacking angle, but another situation where I go left and I let the defense dictate kind of my line. I need to have sharper angles. This was good, but it wasn't great. So as I rep this out, attacking this slot into this left slot and getting downhill and finding a solution.
Don't go shooting all the dogs, cause one of them got fleas. Don't just listen to these songs and think that you got grease. They just lyrics, I be venting to this mic, it's therapy. You could leave, but them other guys is whack, they not me. Godspeed, sweetie, living out my dreams, I don't need a genie.
Livre. Vai liderando, aliás, a Liga Betclic masculina.
Now here we get into what's called a zoom action, handoff here into a ball screen. I end up making this one, and this is really tough with this rear contest. But if we go back, I think the real issue here is my read. On this action, the bigs in a drop, I have the opportunity, you see the stuntman's there, so I don't have much space. This either has to be a quick pass to Marcus or a move to attack this big man laterally. I was uncomfortable here to the point where I almost was like predetermining this shot decision. I still made it on a bank, but if we watch it again, it's really hard to shoot this pull-up going this fast. I had way better options, and so I need to rep this so I get comfortable kind of coming in this downhill angle and making a read. This weak side pin down is more or less a similar action to the zoom, but here it's just a catch and shoot, and this has to go. At the pro level, like I said before, these open threes, they gotta go, especially when the play is for that shot.
I had to make the workout last, the bill of steam is different degrees. And know I do this here with the ease, and never been easy. Slim, just keep one up the sleeve. I saw a few that had the passion, succumb to the greed. But I keep forward here, the goal is near this song. It's more for ears that know what's still to come. I walked inside to find no weapon form.
So coming off one screen, he'll pull up for three.
Now here, if you watch, the big is in a high flat coverage, and the guard ends up going under. This is a stop and pop with a side closeout. These awkward closeouts from weird angles have been throwing off my shot. I still do a pretty good job sticking this one, but again, this gotta be a make. That's a bucket. The contest wasn't really there. It still seems I'm a little uncomfortable coming off this. I have space to the right to stretch this big and then hit the roll, but with the shot clock, I was kind of predetermining a shot again.
Look, everybody got prices and other vices. I took a chance through the dices and got a nice hit. Was on the clock with security running the night shift, and then I got a DM or some change in your life. Then I wait for it, and then I pray for it. I just be hoping it ain't tain't what I paid for it. They say you never be as pure as your first form, and sights never be as clear as you first saw them.
Pouco estamos a assistir aqui no pavilhão Fidelidade. Novo triplo, desta vez para Trey Drechsel, não marca.
Now here I get the ball in transition, and a lot of teams have been guarding transition ball screens that I'm in with this kind of push and under because they know if I get downhill, I'm really dangerous. So I need to capitalize off this. And when the guard goes under, a lot of times if our big does a good job almost pre-rolling, they can clip that guard and make this three almost wide open because guard goes under, the contest really isn't there. And these are shots I need to make because if that goes, especially at this time in the game, it would have been a huge shot. Tyler did a good job getting this rebound and putting it in.
All right, now this is simulating transition pick and roll. My guard goes underneath, the big pushes. So I have a shot right here on the other side or deep one.
That's why I'm elevating and constantly meditating. Gotta keep my mind right, not waiting on hindsight. I never sacrifice the art for the limelight. And no surround with who only show the highlights. I spent 20-some years in the twilight, and I swear look a whole lot like the spotlight.
E o Porto, que não tinha nenhum triplo marcado ao intervalo, agora tem 3.
Again, when they push and go under, even on this action, I have space to kind of step behind, and it's like I'm not finishing this shot, and I'm not even believing in it. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable in these, so gotta rep these out.
Niggas city be hating them niggas, so show me no love. Ay, it is what it is, cause I'm brushing my shoulders, walk off with a shrug. Ay, this shit is a dub. Ay, this shit is a dubsy. Ay, why am I all in my feelings when I got these people that love me?
Finish with free throws because I've been shooting the worst free throws I've ever done in the last 3 games. It's kind of going like, it's not like underneath the ball. I don't know how to explain. That one was.
So I know this seems kind of complicated, but it's not. It's just all about analyzing your game film, seeing what went wrong, and then planning your workouts accordingly. Know your why behind each action that you're working on so that it translates and you're more comfortable to those game scenarios. Hopefully this helped you guys, and if you like this style of content, if you're with the Atypical mindset and lifestyle, make sure you guys like and subscribe. The channel is growing super fast. We're over 40K subs, and I think this is just the beginning. So like always, get uncomfortable and live atypical. Cheers.
Put your fucking like and subscribe. That's what I'm saying.